Alright, morning folks. It's kind of what's going on now. Sunday morning coffee. How are you all doing? Thank you for joining me today for my addictions, my afflictions, and my horrible, otherwise biased opinion. Everybody in the United States, we observed Thanksgiving this last Thursday. My observation of Thursday is Sunday. Actually, my sister's hosting this year. So me, the kids, we're all going over there for the day. I happen to be recording this a day early. Wow. Alright, so weekend review. I've got, one video up on that sob. I got another segment ready to go. I'm just waiting for Terry to get his part interior finished. I get the carpet in, get the seats bolted down, put his interior parts back together. They're all kind of like floating around in the trunk right now. Automotive related. You tear down a car, especially if you got multiple projects, you bag and tag everything. You Ziploc baggies, you can buy them cheap for a box of them, And per car, you stuff all the parts in the trunk. Generally speaking, you don't do anything in the trunk of a car. Let me see. Monte Carlo. I've got the trunk pan pretty much summed up. I had to go in there with some clamps and do some welding. Some sheet metal screws to shore things up. Trunk, and that's not going to be perfect because we don't have all the perfect new parts. They could have used a whole new tail section. Past that, there's not a lot left in metalwork on that bad boy, thankfully. Metalwork should be done this following week. Let me see here. Work in the shop. We've been slow. I took Thursday off. Didn't intend to. I wanted to get the 80-pound auxiliary tank, or the 80-gallon auxiliary tank over there. I wanted to get my old beat 'em table over there because I want to actually build on it. I didn't get a chance to. Well, I had the chance to. I just didn't. I wound up taking a nap. So there. I found out last night, which would have been Friday night, we're pretty much slammed right now, which is good. That means, financial, good things to the financial picture. We've been on sketchy terms at best there. Let me see. Terry's bringing in a V10 4x4, pick them up. I looked at it last night. It's pretty fucking rough, but we'll take care of it. 2000 Dodge. He's actually going to do, American Totally Fabbed or something of that nature is the working name he's kicking around for his endeavors he wants to get into. And that's, lift kits and building the custom off-road tough man bumpers and all that. It's good shit. Let me see. Terry pretty much gets to run around the shop as he pleases. Chevelle will be tidying up. Jeremy will be busy with that most of next week, thank goodness. But we'll be tidying that up next week. Let me see here. So there should be 2 decent paydays there. We got some other interesting projects that have called us up and coming in. I've got what they call a truss jib for a framing crew for their rough terrain forklift I got to build. This is kind of like the first model. And I got the drawings. Jeremy doesn't give me real dramatic drawings, but he gives me all the specifications I need. So I will be trying to weld that up next week. I do have some stuff to get footage of next week. Last week, not so much. On to events. I turned on the TV this morning and oh my goodness, you got conspiracies about 9/11 going on, and basically just dissident TV network. You know, I don't want to look at the bad. I don't want to look at the harsh right now. I want to be a little more retrospective and, if you will, thankful, grateful for what's come and what's gone on. I appreciate every one of you people out there every week that tunes into my channel, checks things out. Even the guy that ribbed me real hard last week about my lack of top of the line facilities. For the record, I actually do bathe regular. I don't pay that great attention to my hair. Sorry. Oops. I step into my clippers about once a week. Other than that, I like to be clean. The chemicals I work with are not conducive to a healthy lifestyle if you don't stay clean. That's just kind of a jibe back at that. I've made the statement, I've made it many times, my week beats your year. It's a direct quote from Lou Reed, his Metal Machine music album. And our great Lou Reed passed away not long ago. And I've taken up that statement of affirmation more than anything. What it means to me, what specifically in this arena it means to me is, I'm not jibing at anybody out there, not any one of you. If you take his offense, inspect your life. I implore you, inspect your life. Because if it's offensive to you, it means you're deadlocked in a lifestyle or habits that you despise. What it means to me is this: the good times, the bad times, all those times in between, no matter what, every day, I get up in the morning, I get to do what I'm passionate about. The weekends, it's hanging out with my kids and my girlfriend and family. During the week, I go to my shop and I work on old cars. I weld, I beat on steel, I make ugly things pretty again. I get 40 plus hours a week working at my passion, what I love. I get more hours a week working my passions than most folks these days get in a year. My week beats your year. It's not a jibe. Should be a call to action, damn it. Should be like, fuck, I don't get to do anything fun. I'm gonna go out and do something. Get up, get out there, get motivated. The only thing worse than doing something wrong is doing nothing at all. We're not set up the way we need to be. We're not set up the way I'd like us to be. But we make it work, and we move forward every day. Get stronger, better, faster. I get stronger, better, faster. I got so much to learn in this. You know, Darren and Pete and Jeff and all those cats. You know, I got questions that come up. I've got shit that I don't know how to do. So I look it up. And usually those are the three guys I go to for knowledge and skills lessons. I'm not in an enviable position. How's that? My situation is not to be envied. I made the calculated risk and assessment. I'm going to be broke for a while. On the high side, Jeremy, my partner, he really stepped up and he's doing it. You know, he's like, give me the parameters, give me the bottom line, give me the facts, give me the figures. I'll make this happen. He sold a pretty decent little, it's a one-day job is all it is. We actually have to leave the shop, which I hate leaving my shop. My shop is the creamy center of a Twinkie for me. You know, it's everything that is wholesome and real and nice in my fictitious world. But it just is part of the gig. I turned down a lot of mobile welding jobs. I turned down 3 just last month. Not that we can't do it, but we don't have a truck with a separate power supply, generator, or whatever. I'd like to get set up like that one day, because our part-timer, John, we got him working with a carpenter right now, because there just isn't squat for him to do in the shop right now. And he is a very, very skilled welder, especially in heavy fab. You get him on plate steel, 1/4 inch and heavier, can't be beat. Beautiful welds, metal finish is great. You get him on sheet metal, he's got another car or two to work with me on before I can be like, hey, go do that. But that's all right. I mean, that's exactly what we needed. We needed someone with a skill set that wasn't of Jeremy's arena. So we got a great team going on. I just went about the old Facebooks and was sharing my first video I put up. My first video was a shop tour shot from my cell phone that I then loaded onto the computer and did this and that to it. Just figuring out Movie Maker. I had no idea what I was doing. I still only vaguely know what I'm doing, you know. Production level's not as high as I'd like it to be. I'll get there. Again, if I had everything perfect, set up, great, I'd have never started shooting videos a little more than a year ago. Just stuff this in the pipe and smoke on it for a minute. Think about this. I am no one of great skill or drive or particular sophistication. I'm not. I'm good at what I do because I'm passionate about what I do. I'm not great at what I do, not overall. There's a few shining, brilliant moments. A lot of our paint jobs take a lot of extra wet sand buff and whatnot because, well, Jeremy's painting now, which helps out quite a bit. He's got a steadier hand. He's got years and years and years and years of paint experience using all different types of equipment. And that makes him the better candidate. Do my paint jobs look great when I'm done with them? Budget allowable? Yeah. A little 65 Mustang came up great, especially for single stage. The Monte Carlo, the Oldsmobile Omega, you know, those are really our only claims to fame right now, this shop. Those are 3 major restorations we went through, and each restoration I've gotten into at this shop has gotten more and more complex, more and more detail oriented, more and more elaborate and sophisticated. I raise my ceiling every day. When I know better, I do better. That's all anyone can expect of themselves. And another one is let go of some of that control. You don't have to have that microcosm, finite control over everything. There's certain things that matter, certain things that don't. My house is small and it's cluttered. We're not dirty, it's just cluttered. Well, okay. Around the wood stove's a little dirty. I got bark and stuff that I need to clean up. But, I mean, really, don't sweat the small stuff, folks. Get out there, do something that excites your soul, that brings out that child within. Because if you can bring that spark to life, that shining behind the eyes, not only will your life be better, those that you have around you, their lives will be better. You bring more to the table when you are spiritually satisfied, I guess. I have my faith. Chances are there's not a one of you that shares it. That's alright. That's alright. It's unimportant. I have faith. You have faith? Good. If you don't, you got a philosophy in something, otherwise you're not a forward-moving person. Jeremy doesn't have faith. He's just got a philosophy. He's very scientific and whatnot. We go from there. And that being that, my religion, my temple, my cathedral, whatever you want to call it, that's my shop. That's my religion. That's what I live every day. Through that, I live out the principles of my faith in many ways. So, keep the faith, keep your chins up. If my week truly beats your year, fix it. That's my call to action. Fix it. Get at least a couple hours a week in at your passions, the things you love, you enjoy. Even if it's as simple as, hanging out with your 15 cats, or going out to the garage and being, hey, I wonder what happens if. I don't know. You won't know till you figure it out. Fancy paint jobs and such, I don't have the breadth of experience I'd like to have. We said, what's going to happen if we put pearl on black? Well, I had a good idea. I mean, the principles all remain the same. But it turned out better than what I anticipated. You can understand the principles. You can know what it's going to do, but you don't know what it's going to do till you've done it. So go out there and do it. Do something different this week. Report back here. Tell me what you did. Sound off. Let me know who you all's there. If you got hanker and chew my ass, go for it. I generally respond to any and all comments that I'm able to. Even the good ass chewings I respond to in kind. I'm not interested in bickering back and forth with someone. So if you expect an argument or a fight, jog on. If you want a discussion, cool. You want to point out what I'm doing wrong or how I'm faulty? That's awesome, because I got a lot of wrongs and faults to point out. It's not that hard to find something wrong with me. Just like all you folks out there making it one day at a time. Until next week, this is Sunday Morning Coffee. Go out there and make your week beat my year. That's the challenge of the day.